Ah, vou fazer as secundárias remanescentes aqui. 7 secundárias, 7 coletáveis. E depois endgame. Vamos lá então. Vamos ver qual é que é a secundária que tem que fazer aqui. Uma em Balkaled, uma em Dalimil e 3 em Tabor. Tem coisa nova aqui na loja. Esse pack eu já dou uma olhada pra ver se eu deixei alguma música pendente pra pegar. Vou falar aqui com Dalimil.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote
Prefeito de
hasn't taken place just
Dalimil.
yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act... Speaking of men, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
Problema se aproximando. Qual é que é?
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. No matter how many, won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might... Our best hope is to nip by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing...
Vamos lá.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particular. I have him stationed by the desert gate,
Perto do
receiving and collating reports
portão
from
do
my scouts.
deserto.
Such an amenable...
I'll go and speak with him.
Beleza. Matar os inimigos. Quer dizer, matar os bandidos.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A league of
Ah, pera aí, já tá aqui, velho.
outlaws.
Tá bom, então vamos fazer.
Sounds like you have some competition, brother.
Let's see what Victor has to tell us.
Não tinha uma loja aqui? A loja é lá embaixo.
Still in Dalimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fond, and having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at, but we must strike together. And we
Atacar
must strike
juntos.
soon at as many camps as we can.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Ok. Ah, não fica perto de nada. Quer dizer, fica perto daqui, na verdade. Tem um local que eu não explorei aqui, ó. Se duvidar, tem uma caçada ali pra fazer. E tem um local que tá bloqueado, eu não sei por qual motivo. Qual motivo esse local tá bloqueado, velho? Eu não entendi. Eu só posso acessar com uma quest? Deve ser. Porque não fica perto de lugar nenhum, né? Não fica perto de lugar nenhum, velho. Tem que atravessar o deserto.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Ah, sai fora, mané. Onde é que é o negócio? É no final do deserto.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
Legal que eles interagem. Achei que eles só iam ficar mudo, escutando.
The one who killed Lot and Fingers. Take his head off.
Vai lá. Kamehameha. Caraca, só acerta de longe. Roubado. Bagulho roubado do caramba. Tá que roubado, velho. Caramba, pega de longe.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid,
O que deu?
I see the bandits.
No, but
No.
Tem algo errado?
what is it?
O que deu?
The whole town's in uproar.
Cidade só uma confusão. Estão dizendo que o Lobo é um portador?
What?
Que? Como assim?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dhalmekia. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where to
Merda.
go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right.
Fudeu, né? Então, né? Vou crucificar o cara, basicamente, só porque ele pode usar magia. Que foda.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that... well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dhalmekia born and bred. They listen. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not. Lord Underhill of Randall
Lord Supremos.
is a trusted and impartial.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything, but
And that is all I can ask of you.
É, complicou.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it?
Lord
Of the League of
Supremos.
Merchants.
É,
That's right.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see...
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
For a share.
I assume the situation is
É, não tem o que fazer, cara.
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't.
Não vou
Your
conseguir.
efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Não vão mudar.
Say. And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
É, ficou irado.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Right then.
If there's anything I can do.
I'll bear it in mind.
Vai ter mais uma parte essa quest, certeza. Vai ter mais uma parte. Falei? Limites traçados 2. Ah, vou fazer, vai. Vambora. Peraí, como é que é? Onde é que é isso? Nossa. Essa cidade aqui pro frame rate tá foda, hein?
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer?
Caraca, onde é que é o negócio?
the hell would Victor take that? Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished.
You're really going to go through with this then?
I am.
Vou.
But before I go,
If it's within my power to help you.
Que é?
the children. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for.
Ok?
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic band. We need to evacuate. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make right. Well, what do you wait?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find. Tell them to prepare for a full.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else.
Limites traçados 2.
What's in it?
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
What's the commotion?
What do you want?
To pass on an important... There's been an ether flood. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering is... They're no longer just bandits. Eric, you need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right...
Oh, do we?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the... You may believe his lies, my...
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Que bando de...
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident
Ah,
where
vamos
your
cagar.
sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me. But if there is any chance that this is true...
There isn't. Now be off with you.
Ah, deixa esses trouxa morrer.
Mistake.
Ah, deixa esses trouxa aí morrer.
Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamil's survival.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
Ah, deixa os trouxa morrer.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Peraí. Olha que louco
Good day,
aqui.
my lord.
E aí? Ah, eu já comprei a música aqui.
Thank you
Droga.
for your custom.
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I could... You only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment.
O que deu?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go! Yeah. Yeah. Come on, then.
Caraca.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! Ah! Ah! Oh. Oh.
Caraca, que cena. Cena foda, hein, cara.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you, ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
É. Caraca, essa quest aí foi. É interessante como esse jogo aborda o lado pior lado do ser humano, cara.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dhalmekia will have the bitterest fight it has ever. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akash. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dhalmekia at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda.
Consider it done.
as you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the... And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our
Capital da nossa outrora aliança de foras da lei. Piratina.
Still there, and Dalimil will not be safe.
A little gardening.
I doubt it.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I better not.
Vamos ver onde é que é. Ah, é lá do outro lado. Beleza. Já tem um teleporte pra isso. Ah, se fosse outro, eu largava de mão, mano. Mandava todo mundo ir pastar, velho. Deixava morrer. O cara ia ser apedrejado vivo ali. Mandava todo mundo pastar, velho. Isso é louco.
Can't leave a single one alive.
Vai, segura isso aqui.
It's over. Enough.
Ah, o cara do machado, velho. Cai fora.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the...
Easy.
All the Akashic we were able to... Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, sit.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back, and we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody...
We saved Dalimil.
Eles não vão pedir desculpa, né?
Allow me to apologize.
Ah, pelo menos isso, né?
We should never have doubted you.
Pelo menos isso, né, cara?
And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would...
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Duas condições.
That you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Ok. O sangue ferveu ali naquela hora que estavam jogando pedra no maluco, velho. O cara se fode, o cara faz tudo pra melhorar a cidade que vive, mas só porque ele é um portador, os caras cospem na cara dele. Não tem como o sangue não ferver nessas horas, cara. É o velho ditado, você pode fazer 1000 coisas certas, mas se você cometer um erro e falhar uma vez, as pessoas vão te condenar por aquela uma falha que você teve, cara.
Would you like to see my wares? Maybe try another.
Acredito nisso. Não é aqui, velho. Cara, eu deixei uma música em algum lugar. Eu não vou lembrar onde é. Caraca, será que em Tabor? Deve ser em Tabor, não é possível, cara. Ai, tem mais uma quest em Balklet. Vamos em Tabor aqui. Deve ser aqui que eu deixei a música faltando. Não é possível. Me diz que é você, cara. Me diz que é você que é o mercador que tem a música que eu não comprei.
Take a look at my wares.
Mano, fodeu. Tinha um mercador que tinha 3 músicas, eu não consegui comprar uma. E eu não sei qual mercador que é. Fodeu. Tinha um mercador, velho. O mercador vendia 3 músicas. Eu não consegui comprar uma. Deixa eu ir em Bockledge pra ver se é aqui. Não é aqui. Eu já vim aqui. Não é.
What are you looking for?
Não é.
Welcome anytime.
Caraca. Mano, eu não vou saber onde é. Caraca, eu sei que é um mercador, mas qual deles? Aí complica. Mas aqui não é. Aqui eu tô ligado que não é. Aqui não vai ter mercador nem ferrando aqui. Nenhum lugar tem mercador aqui. Isso aqui só tem bicho ruim aqui nesse lugar. Mas em algum lugar, cara. Eu ainda acho que é em Dhalmekia. Que não é possível.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Then we'll have to find it and
Bom, bora lá então, bora seguir aqui no Final Fantasy XVI, então vamos fazer mais uma secundária. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui, quantas secundárias falta. Aqui na região de Dhalmekia tem até uma área que eu não explorei, mas eu não sei se isso aqui libera com quest, sei lá. Mas nós temos 4 secundárias aqui. Bom, nosso objetivo por agora é fazer essas 4 secundárias. Vambora então, let's go. Falar com a Eloise.
timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Vem com seus talentos.
Fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Manda aí.
As I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave. Randalar has been particularly badly affected.
Randalar foi afetada. Muitos portadores perderam seus mestres ou fugiram.
Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which
então está interessado em vender esses portadores, o exército.
Looking to buy to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free.
So where does my skill with the blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere
Temos
to
o dinheiro, mas não temos casas para todos.
searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the and we believe we have found one. Cashlog.
Tá. Cashlog. Vilarejo escondido no desfiladeiro.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless.
Entendi. Bora lá, bora matar bicho.
Excellent. Theo?
Excellent.
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Let's go.
You will find a village in Chaidra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft.
Você vai encontrar um vilarejo no meandro da Cerdra.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Ok, grandes mudanças. Vá para Cashlog. Vamos lá, let's go para Cashlog. Onde é que é Cashlog? Ah, é o local que tá... Ah, tá, beleza, saquei. É ali. Ah, liberou aqui também, ó. Era por quest mesmo que a gente se sabe esse local. Beleza. Eu não me lembro se tem outros lugares que estão bloqueados. Mas provavelmente se tiver mais algum lugar bloqueado, nesse nível do jogo, acho que só dá pra liberar com quest. Let's go. Pra cá. Aqui, ó. Aqui tinha um portão bloqueado. Agora o maluco liberou o portão. Profundeza de Dracos. Aí, seu otário. Cai fora. Não! Que droga, eu caí.
It will be again.
Vamos juntar todo mundo? Juntar todo mundo aí. Tá. Aí. Kamehameha, let's go. Vou fazer uma limpeza aqui. Fazer uma limpeza. Fora. Bom. Toma. Tem mais um? Morreu.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right.
Tá, tem um caminho pra cá que tá.
Let's head back to Bokla.
Não está descoberto. Pra lá. Não. Pra cá. Isso aí. Meandro da Cerdra. Vai ter uma caçada aqui, certeza. Vamos lá. Ah, vai ter uma caçada aqui no final dessa coisa aqui, certeza. Ah, poderia ser uma caçada rank S, né? A energia tá complicado. Vamos ver o que que tem aqui. Ah, tá me trollando que não vai ter nada aqui. Pô, tá de sacanagem, bicho. Ah, tá de sacanagem. Eu achei que ia ter alguma coisa aqui. Aí o jogo me trollou direitinho. Pô, que sacanagem vir até aqui pra nada. Aí trollou.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall.
Condições? Condições de quê?
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him.
It's done. The village...
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep... but Clive, don't tell her I was watching her. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right.
O cara tem complexo pela irmã? Taxa de transporte. Ah, tá, beleza. Vou falar com a Eloise.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then, now that you have laid the ground, I suppose we'd better finish the job.
Terminar o serviço.
To do is make sure our offer for the bearers.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well,
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Acho que vai liberar mais a parte 2 dessa quest. 700 XP. Tá. Vai liberar uma parte 2.
Clive.
Ou não.
Wanted to talk.
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium.
Ele representa o consórcio Pico Prata.
Trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time
Estão
now.
tentando convencer a Eloise a se juntar a eles.
Judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half of my...
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravan.
Nova missão está disponível. A missão dele agora. Grandes mudanças número 2. Bora.
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Pequeno favor. Vamos lá.
This time. More wild beasts.
Que passa?
Like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Beleza. Grandes mudanças 2.
Do you see that too?
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but... No buts about it, all right?
Ué, que deu?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through.
As negociações deram errado.
An agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead.
Ah.
Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
Ok, deu errado. Mas e agora?
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep...
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one... She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... Is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place... You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off.
Impediu de arrumar briga.
Consider her prospects. Someone has to.
I'll do my best.
Impedi-la de arrumar briga. Ok.
Right. To Randalar then.
Yes.
Vamos lá.
We'd better not keep Eloise waiting.
Bom, uma parte legal disso aqui, como tá a Jill e o Joshua junto, em alguns pequenos momentos, bem pontuais, eles interagem também.
Do you see that too?
Então foi bom eu ter feito as quests do Joshua e da Jill antes. Porque daí caso tenha algum diálogo, por menor que seja extra, de alguns dos dois, daí vai dar pra ouvir, né? Bora. Tom. Cai fora. Caraca, só tem doguinho nesse caminho, velho. Sai daqui. Sai daqui. E eu estou indo pro lado errado. Pera aí, volta, volta. Ah, ele segue, mas que saco. Não. Tô dando uma dinamite pra matar um inseto, cara. Toma. Sai fora, lobinho.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested it was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Ele?
Who is your buyer?
Ele quem?
A trader from across the water.
Comerciante do outro lado do mar.
Fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers...
Nunca é verdade. Nunca é verdade, cara.
They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see...
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack.
O vilarejo está sendo atacado.
Come down from the mountains. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Achei que aquela louca ali ia falar mais alguma coisa. Enfrentar um dragão? Parece promissor.
Do you see that too?
Enfrentar dragão parece promissor. Vocês esperam que não seja aqueles dragãozinho pequeno, tem que ser aqueles dragão grande.
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Na verdade, podia ter sido mais inteligente e vindo para cá, né?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Foi, Ambrosia. Esse otário.
That'll do, girl.
Bora. É lá naquela ponta. Certeza. É lá onde eu fui antes que eu achei que tinha alguma coisa. Vai estar o dragão lá.
Upriver. He led the dragon. We just have to pray. I
can do better than that.
Beleza. É lá onde eu tava. Procure Theodore. Cadê o Theodore? Já matou. Nem durou.
Where are you, Theo?
Tá. Deu uma inundação ali, velho. Desce aí. Calma. Ih, rapaz, será que ele virou bicho? Acho que ele não virou bicho ainda.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Vai, junta uma galerinha, vai. Toma. Toma. Ei, cadê o maluco?
Waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh.
Looks like it's found me.
Dragão.
Turned as well. We have to stop it here or the village is doomed.
Aham. Esse é dragão de fogo, não é dragão de gelo não. Oh! Shit. Bom, agora ele desce. Desce, queridão. Bora. Toma. Vai lá, Kamehameha. Nossa, 90 mil de dano, cara. Forte, hein? Dança dracônica. Eu já vi isso em algum lugar. Ai. Caramba. Deus. Nossa, o bicho tomou na cara. Ah. Vai ser uma bola de fogo, velho. Ah, eu achei que ele ia dar... Ah, porcaria. Bora. Morreu. Legal. Maneirinho, maneirinho. Mas cadê o Theodore?
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Ah, não. Não, cara.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
É, ele virou. Ele virou bicho. Se derrubar a espada da mão dele, sei lá, e prender ele de alguma forma.
Of my sister. Vídeo. Wait. Goodbye. Elle.
Caraca. Caramba. Eu achei que o Clive ia matar ele. E aí ia ter o clichê dela odiar o Clive, porque... Ah, você matou meu irmão. Caraca, mas no final foi o Theodore que se matou. Rapaz.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses.
Nós nascemos no seio de uma das grandes casas comerciais.
The family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, He played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one.
Ele amadureceu tarde em mais de um sentido. Os poderes dele só despertaram depois dos 15 anos.
But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
Bom, depois de tanta quest com um final entre aspas feliz, tá aí uma quest que não teve um final feliz, né? A do Quentin eu achei que ia dar merda no final, que ele ia morrer de alguma forma, mas acabou até que bem.
But I'm staying here with the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have. And to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will...
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I...
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Ok. Placa das caravanas carmesim. Alento do fogo ciclone escarlate. Beleza. Bom, não foi um final feliz. Não foi um final feliz, infelizmente, cara. Mas é isso aí, cara. Bom, isso é bom, porque daí o jogo ele não é só flores e sorrisos. Se bem que ele passa longe de ser só flor e sorriso. A quest do lá do Dalimil, que o cara quase foi apedrejado vivo, é a melhor prova disso. Bom, let's go então. Terminamos aqui a secundária ali da Eloise, com um final um tanto triste, né? Fazer o quê? É a vida. Agora vamos fazer as 3 secundárias aqui de Tabor. Vamos ver o que podemos fazer. Esculpido em pedra, comércio de pele e dever eterno. Let's go. Vamos lá. Vamos começar com isso aqui então, dever eterno. Bora ver qual é que é.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Você descobriu alguma coisa relevante?
Little and less, I regret.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Ruínas dos Escaídos.
Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the... as if protecting the secrets
Como
concealed.
se estivessem protegendo segredos por eles escondidos.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted.
Uma investigação está sendo realizada bem perto daqui.
Familiar with Kretov.
Familiarizado com Kretov.
Around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there if you would consent to do so in my stead. I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any
Ir até Kretov no meu lugar. Beleza. Let's go.
They will be. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's
Siga a estrada pela via do Titã.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Que a chama da ave fênix queime sempre em seu coração. Um bom ditado. Enciclopédia.
News has reached us of the black bulk that soars over the strait.
It's kind of you to take an interest in the Undying's affairs, brother.
I can't have you all keeping secrets from me, can I?
Ok, agora a próxima é comércio de pele. E aí, queridão?
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no.
Tratar serviço.
Carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my
Um Aeves atroz idoso foi avistado nos campos de Corava.
Aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to mature.
How do you want to sell?
Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide. Bring me that beast's skin.
Ok. Missão de caça.
Of course you will. Leave Tabor through the east gate.
Saia de Tabor para o portão leste. Pegue o caminho que vai ao oeste. Vou chegar no posto de controle em Tovani.
I eagerly await your safe and
Ok. Onde é que tá a próxima? No outro lado. Cadê? Pra lá. Ali em cima, na verdade.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You there!
Milos.
No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students...
The university? You're a scholar.
Você é um acadêmico?
Specialist in ancient...
Especialista em criaturas antigas.
Most accomplished in my heyday. The answers I seek lying just beyond.
As respostas que eu procuro estão longe do alcance. Eu faria uma boa ação...
Climb the step.
And memorize a few...
Memorizar inscrições.
Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues.
Tá.
Three of them, to be precise.
3 pedras. Uma ao norte, uma ao sul e outra ao leste.
In the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time.
Estou com a esperança que esses detalhes esclareçam um enigma.
Undocumented origins of Tabor's unique
As origens não documentadas do povo de Tabor.
I can't promise I'll remember.
Remember what you
Ah.
I'll piece.
Ok. Esculpido em pedra. Vamos lá então. Já que isso aqui tá perto, bem perto, eu vou fazer essa aqui. Três pedras, né? Uma aqui. Guardiões do Cristal, vós sois as primeiras pedras de Tabor. Sagrado seja o vosso sangue, e como uma mãe protegerei a cidade com fervor. Tá bom.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes.
Baúzito. Moedas de Goblin. Então agora tem que subir. Ou descer. Quer dizer, não sei. Eles descem a escada? Ah não, eles só aparecem no meu lado. Achei que eles desciam a escada também. Aqui era... Tá. Aquela lá foi a que eu olhei? Não, né? Eu olhei que tava aqui.
Beneath the flood, yes.
Qual que é a outra? Ah, a outra tá aqui. Essa aqui é a outra. Tá, essa aqui é a outra. E aí? Andarilhos das planícies douradas, finquei vossos pés nesse firme chão, compartilhai vosso orgulho com todos os seus iguais. Pois, sob as pedras da cidade, agora juntos viverão. Tá bom.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Planícies douradas. Planícies douradas, hein? Filho dos caçadores, agora lavradores desse solo. Colhei as bênçãos prometidas e protegerei essa terra das pragas que assolam.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Falar com o velho.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen. Come, don't cheat. Let's start with the engraving to the south.
Entalhe do Sul, o que ele dizia? Ah, eu tenho que lembrar. Entalhe do Sul. Pera aí. Ah, mas isso eu lembro, é Guardiões do Cristal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor.
Achei que eu tinha que escolher entre os 3 que eu li. Mas é só, tipo, uma opção certa e 2 que não tem nada a ver.
I'm pretty sure that...
Fascinating. It would seem
Tá.
the founders
Parece que os fundadores da cidade eram descendentes dos decaídos.
protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have
Tá, entalhe ao norte. Viajante do Oceano em Cinzas. Andarilhos das Planícies Douradas. Isso aí.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor. Its guardian
Costumes nômades.
This is proving.
E a última pedra. Filho dos caçadores, sob juramento de servir ao sol. Esse aqui.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all 3.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding people.
Adicionamos os fazendeiros primitivos.
3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples.
3 entalhes, um para cada grupo de povoadores que fundou Tabor nos tempos antigos. São 3 povos diferentes.
Wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those, nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ok. Esculpido em pedra. Bom, aquela minha teoria de cada secundária um coletável caiu por terra já, porque essa secundária aqui é só uma secundária qualquer. Já caiu por terra a minha teoria. Já caiu por terra aquela minha teoria.
Ready, go?
Eu acho que deve ter um coletável que é pelas caçadas. Eu acho que deve ser isso também. O que eu vou matar? Tem que matar um bicho aqui? Mate um Aeves atroz. É um Wyvern. É um Wyvern. Beleza. Let's go. Aeves atroz. Ele só tá 13 níveis abaixo de mim. Easy win. Já quebrou a postura. Bom. Kamehameha. Eita, não morreu. Agora morreu. Pele de Aeves.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Tá, onde é que tem que ir? Tá, dá pra ir por aqui que é mais rápido. Não. Cá, né? Sei.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Eu acho que sei qual lugar que era. Um lugar que tinha uma carroça bloqueando. Eu acho que deve ser isso. Ah, isso aqui caguei. Eu não vou matar esse bicho não. Sai fora. E segue reto. Será que tem um coletável por fazer a missão final do jogo? Eu não duvido que tenha, cara. Pode ser também. A própria missão final pode ser pode dropar um coletável. Caçada? Thanatos. Caçada. Let's go. 42.
Right here.
Que isso, cara? Já caiu. Ah, errei o parry, velho. Bom. Kamehameha. Ah, droga. A ultimate do Clive acabou na hora, velho. Sacanagem. Mas deu dano mesmo assim. Estrudo. Oh. Caramba. Que isso? Isso doeu um pouquinho. Ah, velho, ele continua disparando esse negócio. Toma. Agora vai. Toma. Morreu. Dale. Mais uma caçadinha, cara. Trevaço.
And don't come back.
Deixa eu ver. Isso aí. Pera aí. Será que tem alguma coisa pra cá? Só por curiosidade. Saúde pra mim. Energia tá tenso. Acho que só tem um Goblin aqui, velho. Acho que não tem coisa... Não tem grande coisa, não. Talvez tenha.
Straight home now.
Sai fora, mané. Ah, não queria matar esse bicho, mano. Já que eu tô aqui. Ah. De novo, Kamehameha. Morreu. Dá pra subir aqui não? Eu acho que não dá não, velho. Eu acho que acho que é mentira. Não dá pra subir não, tô viajando. Eu que tô viajando, bicho. Achei que dava pra subir. Não dá não. Pra cá? Pra cá não, pra trás na verdade. Goblin que eu vou ignorar. Agora vem pra cá. Eu nem lembro quantas caçadas faltam pra fazer. Mas acho que não é muitas não. Essas secundárias aqui no próprio caminho delas libera a caçada pra tu fazer. Lá na quest da... Esqueci o nome da NPC. Mas na quest que eu fui lá pra Waloed. Walu. Acho que a pronúncia é Walu. Eu fui lá pra Walu. Numa prisão lá. Vai fora. O boss de lá era um bicho de caçada. Acho que é por aqui. Eu acho que aqui vai ser a mesma coisa, hein? Só acho, bicho. Liberou Kretov. Ok, lugar novo. Coisas novas, let's go. Eita. Que isso? Os caras estão mortos. nada a ver. Ah, os bichos.
You'll pay for this.
Ah, os bichos mataram. Aí é, né?
Survivors.
All the more reason to rid this place of echoes.
Ajuda todo mundo aí. Toma. Segura o porradão. Mas os caras vieram nas ruínas esperando que não ia ter resistência, pô. Que não ia ter esses bichos escroto aí pra matar. Aí tá de sacanagem, né? Pirita.
I'd say it's their leader.
Ah. Toma. Ah, tomei 2 golpes de trouxa, mano. Tá sacanagem. Salvo de tiros, mano. Toma. Desce ele. Isso aqui. Kamehameha. Morreu. Easy win, cara.
Should have stayed in the park. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
É, foi todo mundo pra vala.
Our thanks, stranger.
Arqueólogo imortal. Tinha cara vivo.
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You
Você é o Lord Rosfield.
We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared,
quando os ecos apareceram, nossos irmãos nos mantiveram ocupados.
to them and to you, we were.
You call that a mercy?
Caraca.
Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty.
Os caras só foram explorar e não pensar no perigo. Caramba.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they
Sim.
would.
Eles concordariam, porque todo mundo aí é um robozinho, né?
An honor to which all undying aspire.
Todo mundo aí é um robozinho
Now,
debaixo desse capuz, hein?
the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis.
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most kind.
Aceita, né? Que a erva de fogo queime para sempre seu coração. Os caras não têm desejo próprio, só seguem ordens. É isso aí, né?
Forgive them, Clive. The Undying live by a very different creed, and nothing we say will change that. Come. Let us deliver their findings to Cyril. Their deaths might not be in vain.
Você quer que abre agora essa porta? Ah, essa porta abre. Top. Maneiro, maneiro, maneiro. Liberamos o atalho. Agora a gente volta pra lá, entrega os itens e finaliza a quest. Provavelmente essa quest acho que vai ter uma parte 2, hein? Tá. Vou falar com esse cara aqui, entregar um negócio pra ele.
I worried you.
Isso aí.
Clearly, join me as my honored
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you from being about you.
Missão concluída. Fechou o pastel. Tá, e agora? Qual é que é? Tá, tem que falar com o maluco ali de novo. Entregar o relatório pra ele.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
Pera aí, não é aqui? Errou! Achei que era aqui, bicho. Onde é que é?
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
Yeah.
Relatório de Kretov.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you.
Cyril. Your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not... Were these your orders?
No. This was
Não.
their choice.
Foi a escolha deles.
Dying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty. And should we die in discharging it?
Ah, então não foi uma ordem dele, de fato.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of
Os imortais servem a Fênix em inúmeras gerações. Sua opinião sobre nossos métodos, por mais que sinceras, não nos mudaremos.
order exists for that purpose.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rosfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Ok. No final não vai mudar, né, cara? Uma tradição é uma tradição. O alento do gelo. Ok. Liberou uma secundária, que é a parte 2. Bora fazer. Vamos lá.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry.
Dos nossos irmãos atravessou o estreito a fim de explorar uma nova linha de pesquisa.
Some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a
O
savior.
objeto de seu estudo era um culto de salvação que surgiu na cinza.
It may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped
Uma religião antiga que venerava a última como um deus.
Gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash, a continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
Continente depois de orcs e acásticos.
Yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order,
Confie essa missão ao nosso terceiro comandante.
Combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far yet it seemed only right, for as you so earnestly advised me.
Bora lá. Vamos encontrar esse cara.
Perhaps. The last owl I received
A
from
coruja dele mencionava um vilarejo, onde ele ouviu dizer que o culto costumava se reunir. Mikkelberg, sul de Waloed.
You are much to go then with my hopes. And may the
Dever Eterno, parte 2. Eu acho que eu fui nesse lugar. Será que eu não fui nesse lugar? Aqui. Acho que tá bloqueado. Ah, era um lugar que tava bloqueado. Aham. Era um lugar que tava bloqueado. Porque eu tinha umas secundárias aqui que eu até fiz. Que eu lembro. Acho que tinha umas 2 ou 3, eu não me recordo. Quando eu vim aqui a primeira vez. E esse lugar aqui tava bloqueado. Eu acho. Vamos lá, let's go. Onde é que é? Que lado que é? Se bem que eu acho que é melhor vir daqui pra lá, velho. Vai ter menos bicho pra enfrentar. Consigo chamar a coisa aqui? Ah, consigo. Só não consigo usar magia. Beleza. É, aqui, ó. Aqui tava bloqueado, aqui, ó. Tava bloqueado essa parte. Não, tô falando asneira. É lá na frente. Bicho burro. Eita, tem inimigo aqui. Que isso? Caçada? Ô, louco, uma caçadinha. Uma caçadinha. Vamos lá. Ô, desgraçado. Desce. Toma mágoa. Quase. Let's go. Toma. Ah, por que não usou skill, cara? Ele não usou skill do Titan. Ah, velho, que droga. Rolou demais, hein? Ah. Desce, queridão. Bora. E... vai, Kamehameha! Mate, Torgal. Oh, caramba. Morreu. Língua de pedra.
I've had warmer welcomes. Good girl.
Vamos lá. Agora a gente vai pra cá.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Olha, eu não tô passando fome. Mas esses ranqueados até que são fortes, cara. Mas não tem muito mistério, não. Deixa eu ver aqui. Tá, segue reto. Rank S, esse pack vai estar ou equipado no meu nível ou vai estar no nível 50 já. Se duvidar. Esse bicho aí tava 3 níveis abaixo de mim. E era o rank A. Pra cá.
Might this be Nickelbug?
Ah, eu acho que eu vim aqui. É uma porta que eu não consegui abrir. Ah, interessante. Ó, tem cara vivo aqui nesse lugar.
These people aren't turned.
And
the village seems safe enough at least.
Tá, mas eles estão rezando?
What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too?
Chamado?
Heed the call?
Ouviu o chamado?
No, to be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others,
Os outros desenvolveram o chamado.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
O que é esse chamado?
To perform the rite. Just as
Eles vieram aqui para realizar um ritual conforme o rei Barnabás instruiu.
is that altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Se entregar?
Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another...
You mean the traveler from Storm?
Você está falando de um viajante da tormenta? Está hospedado na minha casa, no fundo do vilarejo. Tá bom.
Seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Talvez esteja vivo. Nunca confie em pessoas estranhas. Talvez esteja vivo. Vamos ver. Cadê o maluco? Ah, o maluco tá vivo. Beleza.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you?
É, eu sou amigo. Eu sou amigo.
Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more
Mas quanto mais eu aprendia sobre eles, mais a minha própria fé começava a fraquejar. Ué.
You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Savior's light.
É salvador que eu matei, né?
That they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I too swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me.
Quero vê-las realizar seu dever com seu senhor, mesmo que isso me impeça de realizar com o meu próprio senhor.
Their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord. But I'm... Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out what.
Tá acontecendo alguma coisa. Vai aparecer um bicho. Ah, não. Inundação. É. Todo mundo foi de base.
There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Mata todo mundo. Tô louco, não matou. Agora vai matar. Easy win.
What now?
Pera aí. Ah, tá. Eu achei que eu ia descer. Eita. Vem um grandão.
We meet again.
Titus.
Your kind before.
Oh. Ah, velho. Fazia tempo que eu não enfrentava um cara desse. Errei o parry de novo. Bom. Ah, eu... Ah, eu vou aprender a dar perna nesse corno. Sai fora. Vem, cai dentro. Agora tu cai. E... Toma. Difícil, hein? Caraca, velho. Legal que eles me concedem um escudo. Bate nele, Torgo. Ah, velho, que droga. Da perna esse corno. Como? Que porcaria. Por que não tava o Titan, mano? Que droga. Eu tava apertando bolinha, achando que era o Titan, mas que porcaria, velho. Apanhei mais que filho da mãe aqui. Vai, Kamehameha. $102.000, nada mal. Fogo voraz. Ô, louco. Ah, ele vai 2 golpes. Vamos, cai dentro, filho. Toma. Derruba ele. Vamos, cai dentro, fio. Ah, que droga, mano. Agora vai. Toma. Esse bicho era um pouquinho forte. Mas é porque eu era ruim de parry. Não tava acostumado a enfrentar. O que houve?
Damn it.
Ixi. O cara se sacrificou.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their...
Eles vão virar cástico, cara. Isso não é salvação.
Decided when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve, was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look,
My lord, they are saved.
Agora o Clive vai ter que matar eles porque eles viraram a caixa. Pera aí. Eles estão indo aonde? Não entendi. Eles vão ficar hostis? Tá. Algum tempo depois.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I'm glad.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his finding.
Relatório de Mikkelberg.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mikkelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty.
Então ele pereceu defendendo a liberdade.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one
O direito de decidir como se vai morrer é tão importante quanto o direito de decidir como se vai viver. É, faz sentido.
To build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them. And yes, for better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right?
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of my lord. It has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success, and were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters
morreu por uma causa inútil, mas é bom. Fazer o quê? Cada um com suas crenças, né? O emblema dos imortais. Oricalco. Eu acho que isso é item pra upar uma espada, cara. Ou pra fabricar uma espada. Eu acho. Vamos lá. Bom, terminamos as secundárias aqui, cara. Bom, secundárias aqui de Dhalmekia. Bom, pelo menos a que eu tenho acesso aqui agora, terminamos todas. Bom, qual que é a nossa próxima parada? Vai ser Rosaria. A gente tem uma quest aqui em Rosaria. E uma quest em Sanbreque. É uma, né? Uma quest em Sanbreque. Bom, mas antes vamos lá para o esconderijo, que eu acho que eu consigo fazer uma espada. Tinha uma espada que precisava desse item. Eu só não lembro qual. A nova carta entregue nos aposentos de Clive. Aquela espada mais pica lá, será que não usa isso? Sombra Eterna. Tinha uma espada que usava isso, cara. Ah, é essa Gotter da alguma coisa. Ele precisa de 3 oricalco. 2 trevaços e 3 oricalco. Aí sacaneou, né? Eu mal consegui um. Aí trollou demais. Ouroboros. Preciso de uma pena de cometa pra fazer. Ó, eu consigo fazer esse aqui, ó. Filhos de Ouroboros. Tanga manchada e folha de morbol. Eu perco 18 PV, mas caguei, mas ganho só 13 defesa. Bom, é item lendário. Vou fazer. Tá, agora o próximo eu preciso de mais um oricalco e pena de cometa. Ok. Vamos ler as cartas ali que o Clive recebeu. E dar uma olhada na situação ali dos colecionáveis. Falta pouquinho, hein? Falta 2... 4 colecionáveis. Vamos lá, antes de partirmos. Ah, legal, uma carta do Dion. E Frit, minha mais sincera gratidão por permitir que eu me reúna com o mestre Harpócrates. Poderia partir para a jornada mais importante com o coração livre. No entanto, nessas últimas luas... eu me dei conta de que quanto mais tempo passa na sua companhia na de seu irmão, mais eu vou você. Devemos enfrentar imediatamente a ameaça que a última representa. Não só para salvar o mundo, mas também para me poupar de uma eternidade de retribuição. Ok. Retorno seguro. Obrigado, Clive, por sempre manter o capricho. Sua intervenção tirou um peso do meu coração. Após seu retorno triunfante dos céus, você esteja disposto a compartilhar suas histórias usando aquela pena que te dei de presente. Tá. Novo dia. A do Lubor. Não sou tão tolo a ponto de acreditar que uma humilhação pública pode acabar com o ódio de uma vida toda no coração de alguém. Da mesma forma que uma panela não pode ficar limpa se não abrir mão da sujeira. Precisa-se de esforço, persistência. E a maioria das vezes uma escova dura e um balde com sabão. Mais do que isso é necessário tempo. Felizmente foi o que sua coragem e liderança nos concedeu. Agora temos que decidir aceitá-lo ou desperdiçá-lo. Um sábio uma vez disse que a noite sempre é mais escura antes do amanhecer. Ainda bem que tem um amigo que brilha tão intensamente. E aqui é a Heloise. Difícil acreditar na perda do Theo. Toda manhã eu acordar penso que ele está nos estábulos. Mas ele não está. E a vontade de cair dos joelhos e chorar quase toma conta de mim. Tenho que seguir em frente, mas não quer dizer que eu devo esquecer. Vou honrar a morte dele fazendo com que ele se esforçou para ter em vida. Legal. E aqui é do Cyril. Meu senhor, escreva um agradecimento pela amável consideração que demonstrou para aqueles cujos nomes estão escritos nas páginas do livro de mártires. Sei que eles ficariam emocionados em saber que o primeiro escudo da Fênix lamenta a morte deles. Fato que todos os membros da nossa ordem... Apesar de todos os membros da nossa ordem estarem preparados para se sacrificar e servir da Fênix, não duvido que que os que perdem a vida antes da hora se lamentem por não poderem cumprir seus deveres. O fato de que permanecerão na memória de um filho orgulhoso da casa Rosfield certamente acalmará suas tristezas. Ok.